Thank you for joining the National Weather Service in Missoula for our planning briefing. Today is Thursday, February 24th. Our key points for the next week will be through the weekend, we're expecting the cold temperatures across the region to quickly moderate, followed by a pattern change in the Sunday through Wednesday period, where we'll anticipate southwest flow aloft with moisture within that flow, producing daily, overnight, and morning threats of snow and freezing rain. Also include are some periods of some higher precipitation rates that may lead to ponding and poor drainage for northwest Montana, and gusty south winds during this time for the Camas Prairie of Idaho. The weather impact overview shows the wind and snow moving into the area on Sunday. The wind focused mostly over north central Idaho, continuing on through Monday, Tuesday, and really through the middle of next week. Also, the freezing rain threat for north central Idaho, northwest Montana, west central Montana. That will be mostly just northwest and west central Montana once we get into Tuesday, but snow for elsewhere. The breezing conditions for the Camas Prairie. Here we see our map of winds depicted here in green and yellow. The yellow signifying that we're getting up to about 45 miles per hour wind gusts on Sunday morning. And so this will probably be an impact for people traveling around the area. High profile vehicles and loose objects will be blown around. So be aware of that. Looking at the freezing rain potential, here's Missoula. We're looking at the forecast for precipitation in green on the top here, and high and low temperatures, high temperatures in red, low temperatures in blue throughout the remainder of this week through the weekend and early next week. We see that our low temperatures are warming up here to this blue line, which is freezing. And we see around the Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday night periods, we're hanging around that freezing mark. And that also coincides with the Sunday, Monday period and Tuesday, Wednesday period for the maximum precipitation expectations. So that also coincides with where our expectations for the risk of freezing rain in Missoula and other parts of west central and northwest Montana exist. Now, the ground temperatures are going to be slow to warm above freezing, so you get those overnight temperatures below freezing and the lagging warmth from the ground temperatures, and that's a pretty solid recipe for freezing rain, even if temperatures are above freezing. So here is in total from Sunday through Wednesday the expectations, the chances for freezing rain across the Northern Rockies. You'll notice fairly low expectations in north central Idaho, where wind will mix out the valleys there pretty quickly on Sunday into Monday and limit that threat, but mostly in the 20 to 40% chance for most of western Montana and down here in Lemhi County, Idaho, and slightly higher chances in pockets around western Montana. Just to show an illustration of how this warm air is going to be building into the area, we're showing snow expectations for Lookout Pass all the way through Monday morning. You can see Sunday into Monday, the moisture from the southwest flow coming in with some light snow over each 6-hour period shown here. But you also see the temperature graph warming slowly over time and warming above freezing once we get up here into Monday. And also to be considered in freezing rain expectations is the wind. And I mentioned that before, that north central Idaho will get a good amount of wind that will mix them out and reduce the freezing rain potential. But here in a place like Kalispell, we see that there are some signals of wind on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday afternoon, 20 to 40% chance that we'll see wind gusts over 20 miles per hour, signified by these black bars on Monday and Thursday afternoons. So if we're able to realize these winds in these valleys of west central and northwest Montana, it will certainly cut down on the freezing rain risk. Finally, we'll look at the potential for poor drainage and ponding over northwest Montana. We see some 24-hour rain accumulations approaching a half inch for lower elevations, and that's a slightly upper end forecast among our ensembles, but it should be made aware that since the ground's been so cold, it's likely to not drain as well as it would be if conditions were thawed. And looking ahead out in the 8 to 14 day period, we see an above normal or slightly above normal precipitation expectation for much of the Northern Rockies outside of the Camas Prairie vicinity. But for temperatures, there's a strong signal of temperatures being below the seasonal average during the much of the first week of March. And so we might not be done with some of these Arctic outbreaks. We shall see as this forecast comes into better focus. And that concludes our briefing for today. Our next one is going to be on Sunday, February 27th. We hope you'll join us then. In the meantime, if you have questions about your particular area, please call us at the number below. You can also find us on social media and email us with your concerns. Thanks and have a nice day.